Hello, hello. I am on a different mic. I fucked up my whole living room setup to make it better for the mic. So let's see how that goes. So let me know if the sound from one thing or the other is too loud. Um, but let's get to it. I was trying to get the war table missions set up before we started, but I figured I'd go ahead and just start because I had like 30 seconds, so might as well start. Um, so I am just, it is so hard to find these, so I did do some while you were, while, sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. I did do some while off stream. I didn't do anything else at Skyhold.
Inquisitor.
I just did. I think I only did like one round of quests. I meant to do more, and then that just ended up not happening.
Let's see what we have.
Let's see what a good Josephine quest is gonna be. Uh, the conscription. I don't think anything happens if you don't do it. It's just so funny. Resources, reclaiming the Mage Rebellion, and a memorial for Haven. I was looking for that last time and I could not find it. So let's see. Let's see. Memorial for Haven. Yeah, we'll do Josephine for this one. Just so I don't keep y'all too long trying to find the perfect thing.
Inquisitor.
Let me get back into my stream. And it's also extremely warm in here. So I turned my AC down a little bit more. I had a fan going, but obviously that was fucking with the mic. So we're not doing that. The AC. Yeah, you're hearing some background AC noise, and I'm sorry about that, but it is so hot. I fucking did the oven today. I don't know what happened to my time management this morning. Let me go recruit Cole and shit before I do all this. But I woke up. I got up by like 9:30, 9:40, so I had over an hour to get this set up, and I haven't eaten. I haven't rubbed on my gel, and I mean those are the two main things, I guess. And then it's just so hot, so it's just like so. Anyway, we're just gonna run around Skyhold and just talk to a bunch of people and see what else we can do. So,
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
I'm just gonna kind of go around and grab people who are nearby or as the inspiration strikes me. But if y'all want to see someone specific, let me know. I'm also going to try to stealth eat and keep an eye on the mic. How much is picking up on mic. But let me know if I am not so stealthily eating. I guess I just need to eat, but I wanted to keep my time commitment. So here we are. We'll save it. Let's go dangerously unstable.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
I did realize that I put stuff in foil, because what I did is I baked a fucking, I know this is very interesting. This is more interesting to you, the Dragon Age Inquisition, to talk about what I made for my breakfast. Is I know I didn't have a lot of time, and I've been in a very, very picky mood lately. So I just popped a cheap frozen pizza in the oven. I guess part of the pizza was broken off, and that part wasn't, like, fully stabilized on the rack, so a whole chunk of it fell off. But anyway, so I'm like, how do I keep this warm so I can still eat it and have it all there so I don't have to go back and get more if I get hungry? And so I, like, piled it in a Tupperware and put foil on top. So now I'm, like, moving the foil, and I'm just seeing that light up the mic. So I made some good decisions here. Okay.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Hold on. One of my cats is making a very strange meow. So let me go check that out. I tried to do shit to keep them occupied, so they wouldn't be bugging me, but that is a very strange meow. Baby. What? What? Are you fine? He's fine. I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but he's fine. He just, I don't know. Thor's very good. 95% of the time he'll lead me to whatever he has an issue with, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know. He's fine. I gave them all fresh food and water and cleaned out the litter box and sprinkled some catnip on the ground. And made sure their toys were accessible. They're good.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
He's still meowing. He's fine. I think he just doesn't like the current litter box setup, and he's making a fuss about it. But he's still using the litter box, and that's what counts. I also might change this off of stereo. I don't know if it's... I don't know. I do hear things out of my left headphone, but sometimes I just really, really don't. I don't know what's up with that.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
This just always makes it seem like I'm actually crying. Like, I know it's just supposed to be like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like, oh, Cullen, you're done already? Okay. I don't know. It's just, the image puts me off from the response more than, like, the response. Like, I might pick this, but just, like, the vibe. It's also funny, like, whenever we see, like, the 3 over there and they don't have anything, but the top is usually Blue Hawk, the middle is usually Purple Hawk, and the bottom is usually Red Hawk. And I know that this isn't Hawk, this is the Inquisitor. And if you haven't played Dragon Age 2, Blue Hawk was, like, kind, compassionate, and like, not to the point, but, like, I don't know, just like a more stereotypical hero. Purple Hawk is the Hawk that most everyone, when they talk about Hawk, they act as though Purple Hawk is the default personality. And Purple Hawk is, like, goofy, witty, making a joke rather than taking things seriously type shit. So you can see why a lot of people picked Purple Hawk, but I feel sorry for the Blue and the Red Hawks because, like, no one fucking talks about them. But it's just, like, it just adds to the disaster bisexual vibes of Dragon Age 2. And then Red Hawk is more, like, stoic and, you know, like, this and aggressive and, like, no bullshit. And like, they don't... I'll show it again whenever we have another choice that has that. But it's like they don't have any of these images for it, but that's very much what it feels like.
I keep feeling that fire's heat on the back of my neck, too.
Indeed. But you're the one who led us to safety. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
It's so hard not to flirt with her. She's so good. Her romance is so good. You know, this game's been out for 10 years. I've been spoiling a bunch of other shit. But the romance culminates whenever she is to be married off to someone else. You know, she's part of one of those, like, noble families, and, you know, she needs to be married off to help her family get into a better situation and everything. And, but you guys are together, and then you have, like, the way to do this is you, put in a, like, you duel the guy, you give a, there's a fucking word for it, but you challenge him to a duel, for Josephine's hand, and, like, you guys fight, and, then I think it's been 10 years since I've done this fucking, quest of hers, but then, like, the guy realizes that this is not just you trying to get in on his, like, marriage contract, but you and Josephine are actually in love, and so he surrenders. And it's so cute. And then, like, you lift up Josephine and twirl her and kiss her, which is extremely funny when you're a dwarf, which I was. And it's just peak romance. It's so cute. And also, if you're ace or sex repulsed or anything like that, her romance does not have a sex scene or anything. So, I'm ace, but I'm not, like, sex repulsed. I like sex scenes and shit, even if it's kind of awkward watching it. It's gonna be awkward. I don't think Solus has anything, so it's not gonna be awkward to do on stream. It's just, like, I don't know. It's like, you know, whenever you were playing The Sims and you had them go woohoo in your fucking computer in the computer room in front of God and everyone, even though no one was around. You just thought someone was gonna walk you in and seeing you being a pervert. That still looms over me when sex scenes happen in video games. But Josephine doesn't have that. It's very sweet. It's very romantic. The final, just the culmination of the romance arc, the final quest is just so fucking cute that the guy surrenders when he realizes this isn't about, like, marriage contracts. It's about true love, and he's not gonna get in the way with that. It's so cute. I love her, and I'm not flirting with her this time, and it's so hard. Okay.
You don't
God,
have
I was
to be
gonna
so
show the
formal just
example.
because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
I'm only gonna do 2 conversations with people now, except for probably Solus. I feel that should get most of it good. You guys are just you guys. God, it's so wild. I really love Skyhold, and you like watch the transformation of Skyhold happen throughout the game. I'm really excited about that in the Veilguard.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Oh yeah, one of the quests I did was to get the Arcanist. I'm so glad that I did some War Table missions. I forgot I needed one to get her. I wish that would wait to show up after the cutscene for real.
Hello there.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
Stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Oh my god, I loved Agnes so much. I wish she was a romance option. I'm really glad that she and Sarah, I'm pretty sure she and Sarah get together in Trespasser if you don't romance Sarah. They're just, she's just, look at her. She's so cute. Dagna, you actually know from Dragon Age Origins, she is an optional little side quest thing. And when you go to Orzammar, she wants to go to the Circle to study magic because she's so into magic. And, you know, she can't perform it as a dwarf, which kind of sucks for magic study, but also makes her immune to a lot of the shit. Like, she can't be possessed or anything because dwarves don't even have, like, any connection to the Fade. Which is why I really thought that the mark on my hand was going to have some more dwarven, like, this is fucking weird conversations. Because, like, dwarves don't even dream, right? That is how much they are disconnected from the Fade. I hope she shows up in the Veilguard, because it's more Fade stuff. There's been some hints that Harding has some magic shit going on, so I want Dagna to be there, and I want Sandal to be there. But anyway, I love her. She's tiny and cute, and she just has a magic special interest, and it's
You're
very
the magical
good.
advisor.
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor.
She's so happy with her title.
Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
So yeah, Blue Hawk, just a general, like, kind, hey, yeah, welcome to the Inquisition, just like a normal person response. Then there's, you're not what I expected, haha, because you're a dwarf? Look at me, I'm being witty and sassy and whatever. And then, let's get to business, where it's like, no nonsense, cut to the chase, type shit, like, just blue, purple, red, like, that's just what it is. And it's just like, they don't, because the thing about in Dragon Age 2, your choices were calculated, and your offhand dialogue, like the things that Hawk said that you didn't explicitly pick, just like some other shit, became I almost said tainted, became flavored by which option you chose the most. So you would make more witty, sarcastic, not taking things seriously offhand remarks if you primarily picked Purple Hawk. And that would change. They would calculate it differently each act. So while it was still heavily weighted on whatever the act was before, you could change it. Which, there were so many interesting things about Dragon Age 2. I wish they had had more time to develop it. They had like what, less than a year. It was just like that's such a cool mechanic. How like it actually flavors your side text that you're not actively saying based on like the choices you've made. Like how you portray yourself and how that can change because each act is like a it's like a 1 to 3 like time gap between each act. 1 to 3 year time gap. I can't remember if I said year, but anyway, it's very good. But this is just like since it doesn't flavor your shit. Honestly, I don't know what the uh, the ones with the I almost called them emojis, but with the symbols, they actually do, except letting you more know the tone you're leaning into. And I don't know why they couldn't do that with these, except they didn't want to imply that it was the same as Dragon Age 2, where your character would be flavored by these choices instead of them just being choices.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
I love that. Almost safely. Sadna, love of my life.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
I'm surprised this isn't a special. Because usually, if it's a response, like directly after what you asked, it's a little special thing. I'm going to like it has that little like sheriff star is what it looks like to me. I'm gonna ask this anyway. I was gonna do all the investigate first, but I don't want to actually miss on this option.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
I keep forgetting that I made my warden and my hawk a dude, so my warden could romance Morrigan, and so my hawk and Anders were gay. Usually I play girls, which, you know, people, sometimes that surprises people since I'm transmasked, but, like, it's because I played so many games as guys. Like, that is, like, the default, or, like, was, I mean, it still is the default, you know, for, like, the majority of gaming. It's like you play as a guy, and it just, like, even if it doesn't change, like, much or anything about the story, it's just, like, this is a little different. This feels a little better to me. It's just, I don't know. So I like playing as girls just because it's just a little different than most games. But, yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna do something noisy. Okay. No, that's not the right lid. I thought I had the right lid for this, and I don't. Okay. Noisy over.
Your years of study have paid off.
just said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The Surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
Oh, this is a very good time for this. I'm glad I saved this for last. I did this in this order.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Rude.
Sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
I don't know. Like, this is the issue with a lot of the Sarah conversations. And, you know, it was an issue here, is like you have to call them weird, I guess. Like, or imply that they're weird. And like Sarah is weird, but you're kind of mean about it with Sarah, and you're kind of like rein it in. It's like I was actively asking questions. What's going on here? I'm gonna wait to customize Skyhold whenever I'm off stream. It's just not important now. I'm gonna do the same with this. I might do these. Right now I'm just fucking looking at all of these just in case there's any quests without me having to look up what quests I have. This... Oh, I did get more shit. Hell yeah. But yeah, I might come down here and do these if, like, I'm about to go out and do something. Ooh, yeah, we have tinting now. Have Harriet create a masterwork, have a item enchanted. I'll do that later. Well, let me talk to Harriet.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I wonder if that dialogue was supposed to come before I got Dagna.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense, it needed work.
Fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
I love that they commented in each other's conversations. That's fun. Storage. Did I have storage before? It just didn't see it. Or is storage new? I can't wait until those areas are open and I can just The comics made about, like, the lack of fall damage here, so everyone just, like, jumping off of everything is so great. There's so many people to talk to. Let me examine this. Oh, I thought that would have been a codex, but it was not. Because none of them are in their usual places yet, because not all their usual places are open.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
It was a bad location. We should have moved sooner.
You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
She's not going to like any of these answers. Definitely not that one. She's just going to have something snarky to say about all of these. I hate when they set you up to lose to make the other person, I don't know.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear.
Okay, she approved
The men
that.
and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
I just, like, got so much disapproval from her whenever we, talked about, mage stuff, that I am just very sensitive to not getting any more. I know I said I do 2 conversations, but I guess that was just Josephine, you talked, and you had a conversation. You know, you had the cutscene triggered, so you know what the next goal is. So I'm not going to do 2 conversations if there's nothing like that.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what does step in?
Technically, you can stick arrows in an archdemon. It just doesn't do a whole lot of good. Okay, so this does break the pattern, because that's not, like, a witty thing to say. I'm not getting into elf discourse with Sarah.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
See, you can just be, like, it's understandable. She's fucking, like... I guess this is the best one. This is the problem with Sarah, is, like, she suffers from bad writing on every fucking level. On how you talk to her, and on how she talks to you, and how she deals with being, an elf. And it's not that, like, I don't understand where she's coming from with the elf shit, as we'll get into as I talk to her more. But, like, after the first game, I did not want to recruit her again. But it's just so dumb.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Corypheus thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
That almost makes sense. Most of what she says makes sense. That's what gets me, is you're treating her as though she's talking nonsense. Whenever, like, what she says makes sense. Hello, Vincent. Just follow orders, crazy. Like, dumb. She's not that weird. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. She's not that weird. Sarah frustrates me so much. And I don't know. I unfortunately I am probably gonna rant about this every fucking time I talk to her, so I'm sorry about that, but it's dumb shit.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Okay. What? How did I get... Oh, you just went there. I thought maybe you relocated to the tavern, which would have been kind of funny. Blackwall, hello.
So, this is Skyhold.
Was that music in the background really
Come,
necessary?
let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I want to say that, but that sounds harsh.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
That's not what I
If it's
wanted
not
to
personal
say.
For you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste.
Dumb shit.
Their faith is a leash.
Sorry,
and your Inquisition
the
has
Sarah
taken
thing has me
hold of it.
riled up. That's not what I was trying to say. I was just like, hey, like,
Tell me
don't...
honestly,
I don't know.
are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen.
It's like you seem... I was trying to say you seem awful eager to throw yourself on a sword.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Foreshadowing for his backstory. You just left me here? Extremely funny. I guess I'll go through here then. I'm probably going... Oh yeah, I'm going towards the Varric conversation. Oh, I have to go down here. Hello? Hello? Bring out your surprise friend. Default. I hate how Hawk looks in this.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
Did I make him a red hawk? Is that why he's like this? God damn it.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Corypheus has already killed the Divine along with countless others. And he'll kill a lot more unless we stop him.
You've already sealed the breach. That's damned impressive. I could barely get my friends to stop fighting. Still, if you think I can help.
Varric
I
said
love
that you
Purple
fought
Hawk
Corypheus
so much
before.
more.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
I went back and because I had a save file that I was or a saved keep that I was using for my other Soulless Romance that I had started off stream, or ages ago. Could have been on stream for all I fucking know, but and I made things a little more harsh. So whenever I went back, I changed some shit. So that's probably why he's red, because I kind of made it like angry mages type shit, and I just didn't want it to be that harsh, I guess.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'm so glad that we get Alistair. I had him king in my first playthrough, so we had the random guy, Stroud or whatever.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Should have chopped him up into little pieces.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
Complicated. It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster or a hero.
I hate that.
Or maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My brother's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take him as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. I'm never really happy leaving Anders alone. But once I realized Wardens were acting strangely, I had no choice. I've seen Corypheus affect Anders' mind before. If he was involved, I couldn't risk it happening again.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. We thought that leaving would save lives, and force the Divine to divide her forces to hunt for us. But all the circles were rising up by then. We helped a lot of them take that final step.
Hell yeah.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, "Has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess."
I don't know. I get that Varric is bitter about it. I don't know. You know me. I love Anders, and I hate the way that they just frame it like this.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Like, there's only, like, I don't know. Anders was Varric's friend, too. And Varric is a little bit of a centrist. He loved Kirkwall, and he cared more about Kirkwall staying as it was than almost anything else. Whoopsie-doodle. Can't go there yet. And it's not like I really hold that against him, but it does definitely, like, flavor his feelings on things. You know? But I love Anders. I'm a big ol' Anders apologist.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Hello.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
This sounds rude.
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
I should go.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right. What do you want to know?
He's just so fucking done.
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
This is just gonna get into politics about how, like, under capitalism, or, you know, feudal, whatever shit, it's like, you can't really change your station. Like, the baker doesn't have a lot of other choices besides being a baker. It is his choice to try and fail, but, yeah.
What's it like growing up under the Kun?
The Tomasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers, or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
That must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape. What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Kun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
So this is interesting that I don't know if I didn't pick up before or I just forgot, but south to Thedas. So Thedas is the continent, not the planet. I kind of thought it was the planet, to be honest. I thought, like, the whole world was Thedas. But Thedas is the continent. I feel like I should have known that, being a Dragon Age fan since shortly after Origins came out. But here we are. You know, I just know the normal trivia. It's like, did you know Thedas comes from the Dragon Age setting? So I guess that's why I kind of assumed it was the whole planet.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
That's not where I went to talk to her.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
This is such a
Kidnapped
fucking
me.
goofy
You
ass.
interrogated me. What did you
fight.
expect?
Man, I don't know if I should intervene. I kind of want to stay out of it and just like let them hash it out. I feel like I'm supposed to. Not supposed to. Obviously, it's a choice-based game.
I expected
Oh,
you
fuck.
to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise.
They should have said intervene on behalf of Varric
She's finally lost
or
it.
on behalf of Cassandra instead of, because I didn't know if I was intervening what I would have said. It could have been so different.
All right, you've both made your points.
We need
Well, I made them both
someone
mad.
to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no.
The fandom
It was
also
just
thought it was
you.
connected.
You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
I'm just trying to figure out the difference between these two.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
It's just, Hawk is not a leader. Hawk stumbled ass backwards into fucking everything. And, like, he was there to make, like, the important decisions. He did, like, have a stake in things, but, like, he didn't seek it out, really. He wouldn't have been a good leader for the Inquisition. He wouldn't have helped with the Conclave. He wouldn't have saved the Divine unless he still had protagonist power. And he wouldn't have been help after, you know?
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
It's true.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Like, she just has such a romantic version of Hawk. And even hearing Varric tell the story didn't, like, dispel it. It only, like, grew it. She just has, like, a wrong perception of Hawk. Like, that's just what it is. She just kind of puts her whole ass faith into people, whether they can live up to that or not.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
It's just, I don't know. I don't think I had as much of a problem with all this, like, religion shit the first time I played through. But, like, the more I think about it, and the more I deal with this, the worse it is, you know?
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't want to ask that yet.
I'll let you get back to work.
Go on, then.
I should have talked to her before I went to
you
go
wish.
see Hawk. I don't know if she would have had anything different to say, but I feel like I missed out on something by not talking to her first. Oh, that's boarded up. Oh, that's not a thing I can do yet. Okay, that's not a thing. Is this a thing? Whoa. Hello?
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm definitely, like, hearing it more, like, you know, they were talking and I was turning around and I could hear it go into different headphones. They just have it too... What the fuck is it called? They have it too, you know, designated to one side or the other. There needed to be more overlap. I shouldn't, like, not be able to hear shit if one side of my headphones isn't working. I get, like, not being able to hear... Oh, hey.
Yes, Commander.
Not being able to hear things as well, but I should still be able to hear
This thing is not a stray puppy
things.
you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit,
It is a demon.
if you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Cole is from Asunder, and if you want to know more about him, you gotta read Asunder. I think the book's very good. It's so funny because, like, the main protagonist, like the point of view character, acts like he's written so much like one of those weird self-insert male characters, like like some sort of weird, like, wish fulfillment that, like, gets the girl in the end. But David Gator's gay, So I guess that's just how he wrote that character. I haven't. I've only read Asunder and oh my god, whatever the one where Merrick, Stolen Throne, is that it? Where Merrick takes back Ferelden. I read that one, and I don't know. It's just the way David Gator writes is like obviously David Gator has done huge things for Dragon Age. He was the lead writer. Like Dragon Age would not be the same without him having written it. At the same time, for one, he should stop talking on the internet. Sometimes he just says shit that he doesn't reckon with how it's racist, or I think I'm not sure he said some ableist things, but he's definitely said some things that have racist implications about his writing and story building that he refuses to reckon with. And I think he's like, okay, well, you know, he hasn't worked for BioWare in like at least 10 years. He still pops up every now and then to just say some more shit that I'm like, you could have kept your mouth shut. But it's just he writes like a stereotypical straight dude fantasy writer in his novels. Not like that bad. Not like, I mean, Piers Anthony is like on the far end of bad, but just like, you know, Dragonlance bad, right? Like Dragonlance is fine. Oh, maybe a bit better than Dragonlance, but yeah, I will say it's a bit better than Dragonlance, but it's still just like, and again, I do like Dragonlance. It's just like I would expect different writing from a gay man. I would expect it to not feel so much like a wished fulfillment, almost Mary Sue self-insert main character. I don't know. It's weird. I haven't read Asunder in a while, but that's just kind of what I felt after I finished reading. I didn't jive with the main character because it didn't feel. He just, I don't know. It was weird.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
I like you just
Haven.
literally turn left and he's
So
there.
many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Invisible cup.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
So in Asunder, Cole comes into being as, I believe, a spirit of compassion, where a mage, the original Cole was. Oh, hey, sorry, I completely missed your message. Hello, Made how? Made who? I have not been paying attention to my phone, and they don't have a timestamp on here, so I hope I didn't miss you for too long. I've just been talking. But, like, it's been so long since I've read Asunder, because I read it before Inquisition came out, but, like, he came into the world to, like, give a mercy death to the original Cole, who, I can't remember if he was tortured, or if he was just, like, indirectly tortured by being left alone in a prison cell in the Circle Tower and dying, and that's how he is.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to
Sounds
think
so surprised.
I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Yeah, he was doing a bunch of mercy killings in the tower.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
This is so hard because, like, I am in the end his pain thing, but I think, like, one of the paths for him I like more is steering him away from mercy killing. This is so hard. I think narratively I need to steer him away from mercy killing.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
I don't know if he would have greatly approved. Does he greatly approve because I let him stay, or because I stopped him from killing someone?
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways, setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Rude.
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it.
I know I said it, but
is
rude.
the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
That's right. My friend Matthew did say that they use the humor system, and I thought that he was just extrapolating from, like, the time period. But this person literally does say that they use the humor system. It's fucked up.
Your worship.
Like, if we have magic, why why would we still have the humor system? Like, you'd think that we'd figure out maybe a different wrong thing, but I don't know. I don't know. You think it would be easier to figure out that particular thing was wrong? I don't. Okay, that's going backwards. Is there anyone I can talk to here? Are you just hanging? Are you just hanging out? Hello? Oh, I can't go over here yet.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
Yeah, that's another thing, is Asunder actually shows you the beginning of the Mage Rebellion, which they mention a few times, but sometimes the general vibe still acts like Anders officially started it, even though they did take a vote. Reese is the main character I was talking about.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just
Gray morality.
to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
I hate how their gray morality has evolved since Origins. Look, we had a good Templar and a bad mage and a centrist who finally decides to free the mages. Because he was the deciding vote, of course.
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Yeah, the whole Adamant thing is they find out you can cure tranquility, and that's just not brought up here. Like, Cole knows. People know that you can cure tranquility, and it's just like, I feel like that should be a thing that we talk about.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old herds. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand.
Murder?
There were
Bad.
other ways to help. I didn't know.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
That's
No,
what he
I
literally
killed
just said.
I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
See, and this is why it's good that I stopped him from mercy killing.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again.
The
It
tranquil.
scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
Yeah, he still had memories of being Cole and, like, got put into one of those memories of experiencing, like, bad abuse and trauma before Cole came to the circle. Cole had a shit life before he became Cole. That's so fucking funny. I'll see you later. How do you know? Okay. Okay.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
It's just that. Okay, now I actually need to... Cassandra, Ironpool, Sarah, Vivian, Blackwall, Cole. Oh, Cullen was down there. I missed Cullen. Whoops. Whoops-a-doodle. Hello? Hello, Ramen Head.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
Why would he just stand there scratching his chest? It was
We
just
set
put him
up
there
as
to make
best we
Cullen
could
look
at Haven.
commanding.
Could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
It's kind of thrust upon me. I didn't have like a whole lot of choice. Oh no, it might... I just keep checking my volumes. I think I'm good. Sometimes it looks kind of low, but I think it's good. It's so funny, because before I said for everyone I saved, two were lost, and here he's like, yeah, no, we saved both of them. Conflicting narratives. But it is better since I kept fucking restarting areas. I kept save scumming to fucking save everyone.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
I don't trust his advice.
There can be no mistakes this time.
I understand. At least we know what we must face. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
I wasn't trying to, like, blame him for that. I didn't want to compliment him. Okay, that was Cullen. I think... Oh, Liliana. Where is Liliana? Sarah, Iron Bull. Josephine, Varric, Solus. Oh. Oh, I can't fast travel because I haven't been there yet. Okay. Is that room... Has that room been open? And I missed it? Or was that room... Did that room just open? I guess I also need to talk to Varric. I didn't technically talk to him before. Hello?
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
That was an answer from one of the other options, and it did not fit there.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry Tale.
Witty response, but I just don't know what it's gonna say.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
They could have just grabbed his blood a different way.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin, But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
How many cutscenes does Barrett get?
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I kind of like all three of these. I'm gonna say.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Hell yeah. Okay.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Out of cutscenes.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Oh, well, that's what I wanted to do. Let me talk to him again and get one of the other options.
I've got a minute if you need something.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
I don't know. I just feel like that's
All right.
retreading.
I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
That's just retreading ground. Oh, this door does open. I just assumed it was behind all this stuff. And the other doors don't open when it's behind all this stuff.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Whoa.
Greetings.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
You continue to surprise me. Wanting to hear more about me? Love it. Did not think anyone would be into it, though. I'm kind of a dick. What a loading screen. I think this is the last Solus conversation I had before I stopped that playthrough. Jesus Christ, the loading. What? We're back in Haven?
Why here?
Why am I not in pajamas and you're in your
Haven
slut
is
outfit?
familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
Did we?
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
You know, as many times as I've been in this dungeon, I never like, oh, this is where I was. Yeah.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I mean, I couldn't have done anything.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes.
She's very intense. I love
You were
it.
never going to wake up?
I love it and hate
How
it.
could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
He has such a tiny little waist.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Flirt.
Felt the whole world change.
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Sweet talker.
There just has not been enough lead up for this, in my opinion. Like, I'm fine with it, but it just feels like that wasn't a very romantic line. That was a real stretch. I mean, it just...
It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
Of course it's not. Duh.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
It's so fucking funny because everyone's like, did he just fucking knock out the Inquisitor and take her to her room? And just no one was like, okay, that's fine. That's chill. It's probably nothing. Like, Varric just saw it as like, none of my business. Did he like use magic to like just make her go to sleep? It's so funny. Did he like just say that and then I don't know. It's just it's very funny. But hey, I have my room. Take. What did I take? Something. I took something. I got more shit by being in my room, which is nice. This is so cool.
They have certainly spared no expense.
You do... I don't think you can jump off here and reach there. I'm not going to try it right now. I might try it later, off-screen, off-stream. And report my results. If I don't die, I'll do it again. Wardrobe. Yeah, I think this is the one I usually go for. Formal wear. I like this one. I wish I could see it besides just the little things. Oh, I guess I'm choosing like which one and not just like... Okay, well let's try this. Let me see it before I have to like exit out of these screens and get back in. Let's see formal wear. I thought I was picking... Ugh, no. I mean, it's nice, but I don't want to wear formal wear. Enter forth. No. That one's not too bad. Armor. That's not too bad. So this is the one we have been. Well, no, it's not the one. Is the Purity the one we have been? Maybe it was the Vivacity. Okay, well, or the Austerity. Whatever. I'm gonna wear this. I like it being more casual. Running around. That's just the ladder. Bam. God, I love some jumping. I gotta say, I do love some jumping. And I just love just watching this change. I don't know. I really like how they did Skyhold. And now things are cleaner. We had to be knocked out so they could make things look better.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, make it, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Oh yeah, cool side quests. Like what if what if Cassandra was like they all had it in a meeting. It's like we want to clean things up, but we want it to be a surprise for the Inquisitor. But we can't just like do everything while they're taking a nap. And Solus is like, I got an idea. Fucking knocks you out so they can do construction and he can make out with you in the Fade.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before, on a number of levels.
I mean, I've made out with people, just not in the Fade.
I apologize. The kiss was...
I kissed you first.
Ill-considered, and I should not have encouraged it.
You say that, but you're the one who started with tongue.
Such thing.
Oh, does it not count if it's only Fade tongue?
It has been a long time, and things have always been easier for me in the Fade.
I fucked so much in the Fade.
This is the best idea. It could lead to trouble.
I'm willing to take that chance, if you are.
Maybe, yes. If I could take a little time to think. There are considerations.
You kind of worship me as a god, and that's a little
I
awkward.
am not often thrown by things that happen in dreams, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I mean, you have some secret wisdom. Maybe not about... You have some about this one.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
I wonder if that holds true in the Veilguard. Because from what we've seen, it's kind of sus.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion, Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
Oh, you would have.
The key is understanding
You would know
this.
nothing about that.
No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
Are you speaking from experience?
Goodbye.
It's like, what is the point of being able to climb up there? How long was I out? I mean, I forget how much was painted before he knocked me out to have a romantic getaway into the Fade. Oh yeah, I forgot this one goes outside. Well, I don't care about that yet. I still haven't talked to Liliana. Where? There's the stairs. Is my nose ready? And Dorian, how could I forget?
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped.
I really
Am
want
I
him and
speaking too
Alistair to
quickly for
talk.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
You weren't even
Yes,
talking that
I
fast
noticed that.
or anything.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
I forgot that I could mute my mic, and you would have had to hear gross eating noises without having to, like... I mean, obviously I can mute my mic, but without having to, like, go into OBS and, you know, have a little mute button. Might have to use that here in a minute to blow my nose.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Unfortunately, by muting the mic, it does have a little button sound, but...
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You're not responsible.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Yeah, go saunter off. Oh.
Oh, and Congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way. So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Damn, you could be so rude.
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended, the Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
It's funny that this, or the previous one required the, I assume this is the history perk, because someone already told us that he was a magister, so I don't know why I need the history perk to ask about it.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is, if he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
I feel like I already did that one, and maybe I just didn't choose some of the options.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I have a crick in my back.
I should go.
But leaning back would get me too far away from the mic, and I think I'm already plenty far away from it. And leaning to the side, I can't, because my precious little baby Vincent is here, and he's looking at me like, are you disturbing my slumber? He's just a precious little boy. The only reason that I would really ever want to turn the camera on is so I could have a cat cam. But the cats will not stay in a specific place, so I can't just have the camera aimed at that, and I don't want a camera aimed at me, because I don't want to have to care about how I look, TBH. I work from home, so I don't have to care about how I work at work most of the time, except for maybe putting on a better shirt and straightening my hair for a Zoom call, or a Teams call, or whatever. And for here, I don't want to have to care.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
I have to, turn... So sometimes I turn the camera just to see from different angles, but that I was turning the camera so all the sound would not be in my left ear.
You were once a Grey Warden.
This was in one of the books. The Calling, I think.
Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
I'm not gonna say how Alexius take control, because we know how he took control.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
So there are a lot of replacements because they could have died. The people they're replacing could have died if you did not save them in Haven, and rather have, like, either they're still in the same position or you have a new person. They just had the new person.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were?
Yes, Inquisitor.
I think it's just rude to ask someone about them being tranquil.
Here is the request Harriet made.
I will see he gets it.
Is that all I got? Sometimes they're delayed by a few seconds and there's actually more. Did I talk to everyone? Yeah, because that was Dorian. Up the stairs. Oh, I leveled up from that. That's extremely funny. Oh, there we go. Cool. There's all of it. Schmooples. That's, I guess Schmooples the second is her second nug. Very cute. Keeping up to date on her pets.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
I'm in between these two. Like, I want to send her more down a more caring path because that's one of the options you have in this, and I want to do that. But like, that's also true. I'm just gonna do this.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My
Yeah.
people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
He just needed a little bit more overlap in all of their in every interruption scene so far. They do not have enough overlap.
Did you need something?
Yeah, no
The
shit.
Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden...
I thought "tell me about it" was like, yeah, tell me about
won
it.
the day, and I thought
Not
the Maker
literally
smiled
tell
on
me about it.
When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball.
That's cute.
She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue
Nice.
this conversation later.
You know where I am.
It's true. You got me there. Baron Plucky. Oh, that's one of her crows. Okay. Where does this go? Nowhere. To nowhere and nothing. I'll get down there the normal way this time. I just want to... I gotta do the meme thing. The things people have, like, drawn comics about, which I love. Where the Inquisitor just... fucking... Yeah. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. Oops, wrong way. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Wrong door. Okay.
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are.
Oh, hey, yeah, thank you for alerting me to your presence.
Godsey Sturhold. Did my part on
So
the wall.
shiny.
Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
You are so shiny. I need to... Maybe I can do the settings, but I know everyone's pretty shiny anyway. But Jesus Christ.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Love that.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
That's a cute saying. Display. It's probably graphics. Ugh. I could... Oof. Oh my god. This is so fucking funny, actually. I don't know if I just never saw the trials. Maybe it was an update after... maybe it was like part of the DLC that I never noticed. Since I haven't... I started one of the DLC and I haven't played through them. That's so fucking funny. I am not going to turn on the trials. One, because, like, this is, like, not for hard gameplay. This is to go through the story. And then also, I don't have to, like, have multiple save files. In case the trials fuck something up. I don't want to deal with that. Maybe later. Oh, do I have any seeds?
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
Black Lotus. Royal Elf Root. Oh, yeah, we need that. Oh. I need to see what potions I need to upgrade. I don't think that starts growing until after I leave or something.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimar, honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Cool, cool, cool. Again, you stopped him from dying, but we still had this person ready to go. Because they very easily could have died.
Complete.
Oh, so this is where I came in from.
How about that?
How about that? Okay. Okay. I thought that was a door I could open before I checked if it was a door I could open. I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I think this is where you and Bull get caught fucking. I could be wrong, though. I haven't played a Bull romance. Is that it? I guess let me go up the stairs. Is this something I could open? No. I'll see what's up the stairs, and then I'll head to the Undercroft. Because this is nothing. I think one of these has like an arrow you can get. I don't know if it's here though. I think it's here. I feel like it's here. There's like an arrow or something you can get on top of here. Yes. Cool. Oh, what do you mean I can't? Why can't I just fast travel to the Undercroft? I have to have a loading screen to have a loading screen? Dumb.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Where'd you learn to hammer?
I don't think I really needed to do that. Let me see. Upgrade potions. Healing potion. Prophet's Laurel. Yeah. I need Philandaris for a quest. I have 0 wither stop. Okay. Undercroft. I wish it would tell me how many I had on hand. I think that would be cool if it did that. Oh, okay. I was getting the Blood Lotus and the Black Lotus mixed up. I'm like, I don't think that was... Let's do Black Lotus. I think I saw that on Lyrium. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I fucked that up. I'm so dumb. I didn't realize it would have me just, like, replace them. Felissa, hello.
Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
Cool! Okay. Oh, I don't really need to fast travel just to go through here. I didn't need to, excuse me, before. And yet, I did. Oh, goodness. I got, like, hiccup burps, you know? You know hiccup burps? Keep you all up to date. Ah, that's just up. It's just up. Okay, I am going to do the best thing. Okay, well, I'm going to do this instead. Because I didn't notice this before. Can we not dust those? I'm just... So I'm extremely upset because fucking... my apartment complex has, like, 2 buildings that are, like, kind of connected to each other. They're, like, side by side, and they're both called, like, by one name. But they had, like, 2 entrances. So, like, they're both, like, let's say they're both building 9. But they have two walkways up, so some people view them as one building and some people view them as 2. It's real weird. But anyway, so for each building, there's one laundry room, and by that I mean on the bottom level, which is like a half basement, there is an unfinished small room that has a tank of gas and a dryer and a washer. That is just the most dank. The lights hardly work. It just sucks. Like, it's just this tiny little gross room. And one of our laundry rooms was unused for a while because the dryer wasn't hooked up to the gas, or it otherwise didn't work. And then the gas tank was leaking and they weren't doing anything about it. And I had to leave a voicemail to tell them, like, hey, so this tag says there's a gas leak, and I went into the room and I smelled gas, and that seems wrong. Anyway, so I finally went down there to look again, and, like, the gas is fine, and the dryer's fine, and it just had all these cobwebs, which was gross, and then I opened the washer, and there was a spider web with a spider in the washer, and I said no. So I'm seeing cobwebs, and I'm like, fucking get rid of that. No one wants cobwebs around here. I'm, just deeply upset about cobwebs, and whatever the fuck. Are they trying to load in dust? What's happening here? I'm gonna save. I don't know how often this auto-saves, but... Like, y'all are seeing this, right? What's happening? This has got to be them trying to load in dirt and dust. What the fuck?
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
In case you didn't hear the turnip thing before, there it is again. Why are potatoes counted individually? Who's gonna count out 500 potatoes? Put them in a sack. Nice. Fucking good shit. I love that. I hate that she's called the elf, as though there is only one. There's not even only one on the team of the Inquisition. But you know how it is. You know how it is. Okay, I'll explore outside again later. God, I'm glad I titled this Exploring Skyhold, because there is so much to do. Oh my god, I missed this. Or does this just go outside? Oh, yeah, this place. Like, there's so much to explore. Like, I'm just not doing anything else. This could have been, like, a bonus stream or something. Because I'm not, like, doing... I mean, technically I'm doing quests. But, you know. Why can't I read this? Tell me what this is. What is green? I mean, the green and the red thing, especially if they didn't know color blindness was a thing yet, or they didn't understand it. Like, that's just real. I had a friend who found out he was colorblind because he asked his dad what color the grass was, and his Dad said red, and so he drew red, colored in red grass, and then his grandma got mad at him because, you know, parents and grandparents sometimes get mad at little kids for the dumbest shit. And that was one of the dumb shit. Is this anything? It's just a chest here. Mocking me. Do I need to re-talk to everyone now that, things have changed? Okay. Yeah, so now it's time for the very exciting. I go through and look up what I should do for missions. Cool.
The city has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. Well, with luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
What did I have? Oh, there it is. It's behind the fucking... Oh, okay, this does need 8 power. I just didn't think it'd be all glowy yet if it needed 8 power. You know? Completed. Disaster. I'm pretty sure this is the Dwarven DLC. Shadows over Donorum. Where's Mars? Specializations. I do need to get. Jeebus. I'm just gonna gather coin.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Claiming the Mage Rebellion. Okay. Offer, contact, memorial. Acquire the Arcanist. I did that one. What's this with Cardo? Dasher. Bum. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion can be done with anyone. Dorian's request. Can be done with anyone. Specialization. That's instant. Let me just go ahead and do that. I mean, I should have assumed that was instant, TBH.
At your service.
Okay. Shadows over Denerim. Okay. Where is... This is... Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. I must have missed it when I was looking. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, those cannot be done with anyone, so I will just do Mage Rebellion.
Inquisitor.
Heretical Castle. Queen is chill. Oh, you're not participating, so.
To work?
That's cool. Dorian's request. Mandatory, looking in the wilderness. Yeah,
Let us
whatever.
begin.
Ironically, I decided to set up on my couch, and the reason the audio was not great in the last couple of episodes, videos, was because I wanted to be comfortable at my couch instead of having to. Oh, this is the cutscene for the specialist to show up. I haven't decided which specialization I'm gonna do, but I wanted to be comfy on my couch instead of uncomfy in the chair that I have to sit in all day, every day for my job. Well, I guess that's not every day, but 5 days a week. And then now I'm uncomfortable on my couch because of my precious little baby and the way I have my mic set up. And so you're such a little baby. He's so sleepy, and I'm petting him, and he's just sleepy, accepting it. Little baby. I just feel bad for waking them up, but also like, little baby, you know? Sit in judgment. Oh, yeah, you are... Oh, Colin needs something. Oh, you're all in one place. Okay. You are all... Oh, yeah, I need to go down and explore there anyway. I'll get to you, Cullen. Bam. Oop. Dear surgeon. Oh, I don't think I've talked to you yet.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Nice. Your trainer.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
Thank you for coming to train me.
What? Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
I love her.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help.
Love
We're
that.
nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
The Mage Collective, if I'm remembering correctly, I can't remember if it was in Dragon Age 2, but in Dragon Age Origins, They approach you. They are a group of apostates, mages living outside the circle, who are, you know, kind of vibing. They're doing their own thing. They're helping. They're like helping mages out and being chill. I can't remember their whole fucking deal, but the warden can do some side quests for him.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
I love that so much.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Love that. Okay,
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
I was kind of made Inquisitor and then taught to lead.
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task. A simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
The first time I played, I did not know I had to go on these fetch quests to get my specialization. So I beat the game without being specialized. Well, there you are.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
The Inquisition is open to any allies.
Warmth I do not often find. Thank you. I am of the Mortalitazi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
I can't wait to learn more about the, oh my god, what are they called? In the Veilguard, there's a whole fucking special rank of the Mortalitasi, and I forgot what they're called. I'm thinking about being from that, even though I'm gonna be rogue. So we'll see how that works. But it's just so interesting that this is just a thing accepted in Navarra, and it's not like blood magic. Why are it's for two of these? They're all like the branching paths, and for the other one, it was a question mark.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
What is a Mortalitazi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone, yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify? Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are saved, if that is your concern.
I know I said that this sounds like it's considered blood magic, but I actually don't want to ask that.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
I actually don't know which one I want to do. The thing is the Knight Enchanter, or whatever, and the Rift Mage seem more narratively relevant. But I don't know. Ooh, I have this now. Mark of the Rift. You have gained the Mark of the Rift. It says flip ability combo. No. Lose a target's resistance. I like this one. Go down. Oh no! I don't know why it went down there, and then, I don't know. Dorian. Oh, have we not unlocked their specializations yet? Spirit Storm, Inferno, Winter. Okay, so Solus has it. Why does Solus have it? And the others don't. Yeah, he has Rift Mage. Just to see what these look like. You recreate your own fist from the essence of the Fade. Main enemies. I like Firestorm. Oop. Dorian really doesn't have it yet, huh? Okay, well. I'm just probably not going to be a necromancer, but I want to see when Dorian and Vivian get their specializations, what's going on with it. Hello.
It was an archdemon, they say.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not your course. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As
That's so
master
funny.
of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Segrit survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Segrit kind of fucking sucked, so I'm here to be better than him. Extremely funny.
Lady Inquisitor.
Extremely funny. So much money. Oh, I always thought the glass was just for decoration. I have so little money. Oh, there's another store. That's probably...
Our mounts have never had better.
I'll buy all those later. Look! Oh yeah, let's talk to Dennett.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. But I'll make do with your little fortress.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things. And that's how I like it.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
I'm gonna explore a little more before I start talking to people. How about that? How about it? What do you think?
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy.
You're being cute.
I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle.
I'm a Dalish
Song,
elf.
dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm
Sort
older,
of.
hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Cool shit. Oh, you're here.
You get a title, I get the boot. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
He's such a dickhead. Did I not already talk to Lizette?
I serve, as has always been my calling.
Okay. I don't think anything's over here. Oh, I already looked over here because of the horses and stuff. Oh. Hello.
Elan's good. My best.
Cool. Yeah. There's so much to do in Skyhold. I remember being so amazed whenever I first got here.
That'll guide the dragon right in.
Thank you.
I don't think that's what to say.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Could I have found Creme before now?
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
We'll talk later.
Except Varric and Bianca. I wish they would also excluded Sarah. Like, if they were going to exclude Varric, it implies that Varric's a better archer than Sarah by a significant amount.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender, Cabot.
Just the bartender?
You
expecting...
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
What's the current mood?
Sprightly.
Okay.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Sutherland.
Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
I don't fucking remember him at all. I guess I kind of remember these war table missions. And then his whole group ended up being like the main people in this short story, Into Winter Nights, which is my least favorite by far so far. It felt like very annoying, badly written fan service. And then I watched a video that was doing a like a summary and explanation, diving into the lore and shit of all the short stories, which I haven't finished reading yet, so I haven't finished watching all the videos. And apparently people fucking love that story. And it's just like, it's so on the nose. They can't let the theme be even a little subtle. It's just fan service for these NPCs I guess I just never cared about. Like, the bartender shows up, Sutherland's group shows up. And and it just spent it spent too much time being fan servicey for me to, like, I didn't care. I just didn't care. Look for Cole. Vincent, you're ruining my life. Did you know that? He knows that.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre.
Damn.
You
Harsh.
can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Why is the Inquisitor just standing here?
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore?
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it, but it helped. That's what matters.
Everyone just settling down into place. Okay, let's find Cole again. Fucking great. People actually cosplayed Krem and did that, how whenever he appears, he ends up standing on the chair and then kind of like falling into a sitting position. And some cosplayers like repeated that, and it's very good.
Great. So he's able to conscript at will, I suppose.
An old name burns inside armor that shouldn't fit, lit by faces of children he couldn't save.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
The servants are having trouble remembering some odd events. Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Really annoying how I have to go
I hear
through
you've been busy.
those options to get back.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
So, Cole.
Oh, that's it.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
I guess I have to find one more thing in order to get the whole story. Of what he has got going on. Okay, oh yeah. This way, Cullen. I guess I could look on the map. Nope. Other way to Cullen.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Okay, that might be the last one I need.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. Therenfall Redoubt. The knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition, it's been months now.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life, any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
I don't like Cullen as a character. I might have liked him if I had never played the other games and only played this one. But I do really like this arc, narrative, whatever. Because, like, yeah, it's pretty fucked up that the Chantry controls the source of lyrium, gets Templars addicted to lyrium, and then they can never leave or else they can't get lyrium. Buddy, clean up your room a bit. Jesus. This is drafty. Fucking get rained on. But yeah, like that's pretty fucked up. Like Alistair talks about it in Origins, how he was supposed to be a Templar, but he left before he was officially one, so he never got addicted to lyrium. I wonder if becoming a Grey Warden, like the process, would have helped with that in any way, or what? But yeah, so it's pretty fucked up. Oh my god, I still haven't done my testosterone. I should do that soon. Fucking hilarious. Oh, have I not talked to you? Flissa?
Blessings upon us all.
But what was I saying? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was just talking about the testosterone, how you're supposed to take it, or rub it on around the same time each day, and it is a couple hours past that.
Inquisitor.
It's fine. One day being late isn't gonna be terrible. Can I talk?
But helping hurts more. She sees the strings that pull me, eyes like raisins in a stale cookie.
So, Cole. Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Let's talk about something else.
Oh my god, do I have to go through all of them again?
So, Cole.
Oh my god.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Let's talk about
Okay.
something else.
Alright.
This
So,
is so
Cole.
dumb.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
So, Cole. Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
Because mint is like catnip.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
So, Cole.
Oh my god, am I still missing
Later.
something?
Probably.
I'm gonna have to go through all those again. I'm so mad. That's so annoying. Iron Bull's still outside, but it just looks like he's in there. Yes.
Can I help you?
Oh shit, I forgot to do
What
this.
did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get that perspective.
Yeah.
Look at
Sounds
this
like we could
dude.
use an easy win
can't
for
look at
boys
the
like
baby.
Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Fancy. What a cute little boy. Maybe I'll get a camera set up next time so y'all can see my baby, my little baby kitty cat. Get a cat cam. Oh, now you're cuddly. Now you're cuddly. Oh, no wonder you are out here. Because I forgot to have you show me the shit.
Thank you.
And now you're where you belong.
What's going on?
You don't have anything new to say. Oh, well, I don't think I've asked that
So,
yet.
how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I hope it's not me.
Vincent moved to cuddle more, and now I was able to move to a different position for my poor back. I think I'm a little bit farther away from the mic, but not a lot.
Go on, then.
That's enough for now.
As you wish.
I thought she might have more to say, but she did not. Hello?
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Sorry for all the moving around sounds.
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones, if you care, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
I love him.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor. Nothing? Unfortunate.
Sorry? I mean, technically I had shit for it, but it's just for the dumb fetch quests. Racist dad. Good on you, Eustace. Eustace! Inquisition. Love this. I love a little choir in the Inquisition. I was in choir in high school and my first college. I got a scholarship at my first college, which wasn't actually hard to get, so don't be too impressed. I already talked to everyone in here. I mean, I kind of just have to meander around hoping to happen on another fucking thing for Cole so they can make me listen to everything again and have to go through that menu. Just the terrible menu. Oh. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Meh. I think this is to the one place. Yes?
With allies come enemies, and now we have a place to hold them.
Oh no, this is the prison.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Yeah, looks like it. I would... Oh, Thor. Thor has now come to cuddle, and he's having a hard time figuring out where he wants to be. I would fucking shit my pants if this was my view. Look at this fucking... No. And you just see the, like, the collapse over here. No. No, thank you. That's fucking funny. I did not realize it. Like, I guess it makes sense I could fall off since I can, like, jump off of fucking anywhere. But, did not intend that, actually. Okay. Goodness.
How do you know they won't attack here?
Dark Swan don't think.
Do you have anything else to say?
Something you wanted to talk about?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So, on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
Fucking Saint of Bad Luck is extremely funny as a concept. I've already talked to you, right? I've already talked to you, right? Oh, no. Fucking hate tea. Look at that gross face. Make better tea, Solus. How about that?
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
All right, let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
He got the zoomies. Okay. Since this was all... I'm pretty sure I came up here post... Or no, I came up here post solo stuff, maybe?
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I should go.
Naturally.
Let's check Liliana. Which I always go all the way around for, apparently. Where is she? Oh my god, I got stuck. Everyone's ready to report in, except for Cullen, probably? There you are. Hello?
Visitor?
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
Love that. think this way. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought I had it.
What's the chant say about this? I never paid attention.
Assholes kicked in the maker's door. He made them dance.
Let's just stairs up.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things.
Extremely funny to say to Liliana.
We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, Your Worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
She's so cute.
Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
I just want to romance her. I love her so much. I mean, like, obviously the option isn't here. I'm sure it would be if I hadn't, like, gone for romancing Solus and ignored all the other romance options, but still.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Oh, no, I do have the option to flirt. She's so cute. She's so cute.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
I love her so much. I wish you could be Polly in this game. I wish you could be Polly in all games. Dragon Age 2 is the one where you really should be allowed to be Polly. They are in my head. They are all one big, just the most toxic polycule you ever did see. Okay. Shit. I might be looking stuff up again. You know how it goes.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Okay. Let's do this.
You recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
These are grave charges, like as though it didn't happen to me directly.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have done this one even if I hadn't looked it up. But yeah.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
Is that it? That's it. And now I go talk to Dorian. There's a little baby sneeze in the other room. What? 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 Oh yeah, this is where Vivian is. Hey!
Vivian.
My dear Inquisitor, whatever can I do for you?
Where did I find movers changing all my furniture?
I'm sure I don't know, darling. Perhaps your old furniture was full of lice and fleas.
What exactly is this all about, Vivian?
I'll speak slowly for you, my dear. I know it's hard to follow. Setting malcontents loose among the population with no safeguards to stop them should they turn into abominations. Very wise. I rearranged some furniture. Lives are not thrown into jeopardy by this. Perhaps a little perspective is wanted here.
You can't make me angry with a few words in a silly prank.
I merely wanted to see what you'd do. You are the current leader of the Inquisition. It's good to know your limits. And now I do. Be a dear and run along now, Inquisitor. I have so much to attend to.
I don't think I've ever had her disapproval like this. This is funny.
Off to another crisis, my dear. It has taken its toll on you.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
How sweet of you, my dear. But I'm sure there's nothing I can say that you don't already
That's so
know.
fucking funny. Oh, she does not like me. She does not like me at all. I might have to off stream look up how to make her like me more. Can I not get over? Because
Whatever is the matter this time, dear?
Vincent, don't chew on my cable. I don't want to help the circle. Because like she has a personal quest and everything I want to do. I mean, of course she does. Everyone has a personal quest, but you know what I mean. Oh, Vincent, are you gonna mess with the noisiest toy you have? Is that what you're gonna do? Did I already get the necromancy stuff?
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
I should go.
Naturally.
I might have to do some Vivian focused shit. Oh, that's too funny. Did I? Oh, war room. Josephine. I still don't know. Sarah. Oh, I haven't talked to Sarah yet.
Anything we can do, just ask.
Thank you.
Is she on the second floor and I just didn't see her? Speaking of Sarah, this is my favorite song. I don't like Sarah that much, but this is my favorite song. Sutherland. Why is there a wall there? Oh, yeah, that's right. She has this little area.
Hey you, I have an inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land swap. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Alright, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
See? What did I tell you? Thanks.
I feel like I've gone like everywhere. So I should have gotten all the coal stuff. But clearly that is not the case. Bitch and a half. Have I just not walked the ramparts enough? Since I did get one of these from up on high. And this, oh, this does go through. Did it not go through before? Or am I thinking of something else that did go through before? Why are there just bedrooms here? Oh, this is the tavern. I'm just gonna go. Very exciting to go all the way from one end to the other and hope that I hear something. You were the knives in the barrel people. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I did go all the way there because I remember jumping on this thing. And this goes into the main place. You good? Do I need to talk to you again? I might as well run here.
Yes?
That's it.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
And then is Hawk not over here still? I had my one chance to chat with good old Hockey boy. Clearly, I am missing something. Something has gone wrong. I am so lost at Skyhold. I'm singing a dumb song. I like up. I like being uppies. Oh god, no, no! What's the point of being high up if I can't jump down? Curses. Unsatisfying, but it's all I got. Jumps is all I got. Yeah, remember that. Jumps is all I got. And that other door. Good. I love it. I love to just jump to open. Okay, now it's just the other way. Maybe it's in the garden, and I just haven't been there since triggering the coal stuff. Oh, you're here. Hello.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I wish someone in this goddamn game would remember I'm not androgen.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams?
Yes, Dumat as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark, could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always taught that the mark they bore was the shape of Darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
Obviously I think it's just a myth, but it's kind of rude to say.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said, but not all of it.
The Chant of Light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible. Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything. And how many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons, like the Canticle of Chartan. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
Catholicism, Christianity, the Council of Nicaea? Is that how you say it? But that's kind of, like, I think it's very interesting. I know I said this another thing. I think it's very interesting that they have such extreme parallels, and then they just don't push it far enough, and it's going to be very frustrating if, at the end of Veilguard, we still have the Elven religion proven to be false, and that all their gods were just very powerful elves, mages, because everyone was a mage. There wasn't really a distinction. Everyone had magic. And Andrastianism? You know, the Andrastians are still like, their religion is still like, I don't know, there's no proof. We have this, we have that. It's all faith and none may know. And, like, it's dumb. Like, that's confirming it as real without confirming it as real, right? Or just providing hints that maybe it was real with Corypheus and shit. And it's... It's so dumb. It's... Like, they just fucking... Flissa, are you here? Did I not just talk to you? You have something new to say here?
Your worship?
No. No, you don't. Thren.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Cool. Cool. yeah, these people are just moving around a lot, and I thought that it was, I don't know.
Another completed work of
Try to find the
whatever
maker,
they used
and
to
that becomes blind. It's just a story to scare children.
Where does it come from? What was the archdemon? That was free.
I feel like I was in the middle of saying something about. Was it about the baker? I think I stopped. I think I finished that. Speaking of finishing, it has been almost 4 hours, and I think I'm done for now. It has. I said that this was going to be just exploring Skyhold. I didn't expect it to be quite that literal. So I am going to stop streaming. I'm gonna still, do my fucking around with the war table and all that shit. I might go out and do some side quests. I won't do any companion quests unless it's like fighting Red Lyrium or some shit. But yeah. Next week we'll actually go out and do shit where I might have enough power. Ooh. Excuse me. To just go and do